So before I joined B School, I was, started out as a single agent like most people, created actually 2 different teams. And what I found throughout my process was I wasn't sure how to really get to where I ultimately wanted. And that was out of the rat race and off the treadmill of transactions all the time. And so when I met Lars and I watched him, I got the privilege of actually watching him grow his business a little bit from afar because we met in a different program. And so I got to see it firsthand, how he really valued family and, business wasn't everything. And that just wasn't always the topic of discussion. And he was growing at a rapid rate. And that's what I wanted. I wanted my life back. I wanted my family time back. And I was really just frazzled. I was burning at both ends. And so prior to meeting him, I had no real plan on how I was going to get across that bridge to a place where, you weren't losing your family, you weren't losing your mind, you weren't losing your life, your team members hated you, all those things. I needed that roadmap and I just couldn't find it anywhere else. So I was lucky to watch him do it, and that gave me confidence that I knew I could do it too. So when I decided that I needed more help, Lars was the natural choice. Real Estate B School was the natural choice. And how that came about was I called Lars on a Friday, and honestly, I just wanted to have him consult for a few days. I thought I'll figure out this large amount of money that will make it worth his time. And when I called him and asked him if he'd be willing to coach me and my business partner, he mentioned that he was starting a coaching company on Monday. And I thought, yeah, right. Wouldn't anybody say that if someone called you and said, would you coach me? So I got lucky. He really was starting a coaching company on Monday. He was on a mission trip and finishing that up, and sent me the contract. But what really made it the best choice for me was when we talked on the phone, he had a plan. He told me, the things that he could do to help my business. He told me the things he could do to help me get my life back. He had an actual plan instead of, it didn't just feel like, he had this script and it was the normal sales process. He really took the time to understand what I wanted and then talked about how his new program would fit that. And it did. So the results that I saw while working with Real Estate B School and Lars was within 3 months, I was actually out of production and putting into place the system. So he had really a different mindset than most people. It was very systematic, very almost like engineer-like. And I knew that I didn't have that in my business currently. So he gave me the tools to start and helped me tailor them to my business. And within 6 months, I was completely running the operations of my team. And we grew, while working with Real Estate B School, we grew to over 300 sides in a very short amount of time, actually around 3 years working with Real Estate B School. So the results that I see in others at Real Estate B School is the same type of path that happened for me. So they come in, maybe don't have a lot of systems and tools in place, and they're able to quickly get results and get that traction that they needed to have the confidence to move forward. Because as myself and most agents, you're at this place of burnout. You're at this place of just defeat, but you really want to gain traction in a short amount of time. And there's plenty of ideas out there, but not many people that actually have done it and helped other people do it in terms of scaling their business, exiting production, owning their business. You just don't see a lot of that. And so today, a lot of the clients at Real Estate B School, which I'm lucky I get to work with some of them as well now, because I came in as the first client and then sold my team and then got to work with Real Estate B School full time. So now I get to be a part of all of the results. And so I get to see this firsthand, it happening over and over and over again. And that is just the coolest thing by far. So working with Real Estate B School in different ways, I mentioned, I was the first client and then, worked as a business coach. It has allowed me to help other agents grow their business just like I did, but also take a look at their current circumstances. Like, are they a diversified agent? Do they have multiple streams of income? Are they able to analyze their numbers and know where they actually stand so they can make informed decisions? And I really had none of that knowledge before working with Real Estate B School at all. I barely knew how to read a P&L. And now I'm helping businesses make decisions every day on if they're in the right place, if they have the right economic model, do they have value-based commissions? And so it's just completely changed how I look at business, as well as helping other agents change how they look at business.